awesome. So we're going to get going, guys. Thank you so much for joining. We're so excited. Tonight's webinar, for those who have been here before, it's going to look a little bit different tonight. I'm so excited, okay? So just make sure that if you have any distractions around you, you are going to want to lock in for the next 45 minutes or so. Okay, put a yes in the comments if you're ready. Can we get going? Are you locked in without any distractions? Are you ready to hear how you can actually do this thing? Okay, awesome. Let's get going. Okay, so I'm going to start sharing my screen and we're going to get going. All right, so I'm sure this is why you're here, because you've probably wondered what people are actually selling online, right? I'm sure. So I have a question, okay? My question is, if I gave you $5,000 today, okay? In South African rand, it's 100,000 rand. In Namibian dollars, it's about 100,000 Namibian dollars, okay? I'm just thinking about the people I saw here now. If I gave you $5,000 today to start an online business, what would you sell? Let me know in the comments. What would you sell? Let me know. Would you know? Would you want to think about it? What would you sell? $5,000. Food, education, children's books. Okay? The answers aren't coming in as quickly as I thought. That's the problem. Yeah, digital products, worksheets. No idea. Absolutely, right? A lot of people just don't have an idea, because a lot of people think that in order to be able to start an online business, it means you need to become an influencer, or you have to go viral, or you have to create some kind of course, or you have to have thousands of followers. Okay. And many people think like, man, that's not even what I'm worried about. I'm like, what am I about to sell? Okay. So before we get into that, I just want you to relax. None of these things that you think you need to be is actually true. Not in today's society, not in today's digital economy that we live in. You don't need to be some type of influencer. Yes, there's a lot of them out there, but you don't have to be one of them. Okay? It's just a myth. So, what we are going to do tonight is we're going to go shopping. Okay? So, hear me out. What we're going to do is we are going to scroll the internet together. Okay? And we are going to actually look at what digital products are people selling online. Are you guys ready? Ready? Let me see in the comments. Are you ready to do some shopping? If it was physically, it would have been window shopping. Okay, let's go. Okay, so we all know Amazon, right? Amazon sell trillion of things like books and so many things. Look at that. Like, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Amazon is just selling so many things, right? And then what else? Let me see. Etsy. Do you guys know Etsy? Etsy sells physical items. It sells like jewelry. It sells Canva designs and templates. A lot of things. Like I used to buy my kids party stuff on here, and I would print it at home. Okay, so they're selling digital products, right? It's a store. It's an online store. And then you have Canva, right? Canva, what does Canva sell? Canva's products. Like you can create anything on Canva today. You can create a PDF, you can create a checklist, you can create a planner, right? Let's look at one more. Netflix. Who has Netflix? Okay? That's not something you print. That's something you watch online, right? That's a digital product. That is called a subscription. Okay? Now look at what else. Let's look at Shopify. Shopify, what is Shopify? That's music. That is what we call a membership, right? Because you have to pay a monthly, it's almost like a subscription, but it's more like a membership that you pay for. You can go collect your own songs and do your own like playlists, right? And then if you don't know about this one yet, it's time that you do, because now, I mean, Claude is actually taking the lead now, but ChatGPT, who's using ChatGPT? ChatGPT is a subscription, right? You get a free version, and then you see that you like it, that's a subscription model. So you pay a monthly fee and you can use it. Let's look at another one. Uber. Who's using Uber? Okay. Who's using that? That's service. It's digital, but it's a service that someone's selling, that Uber is selling. And we're all very familiar with that. Right? Let's look at one last one. That's my dog. Who uses Airbnb? Who uses Airbnb? Me, I know, right? Airbnb, what we call that is we call that a marketplace, right? And you can go physically stay in and you can go book accommodation. And people use their own houses and they list it, right? That is called a marketplace. So can you see that there's so many things online, right? Online business is literally everywhere. Would you agree? Online business is literally everywhere. Is it starting to make sense? What online business is all about? You might have felt like you haven't realized it, but it's all around us. And I'm sure you've ordered a lot of stuff already. So what we're going to do tonight we are going to look behind the curtain. Right. The internet is not full of influencers. It's full of businesses. And this is why in today's digital economy that we live in, this is why so many people, you're seeing so many normal, random, regular people make money online because they are using the power of social media, the visibility, to what? To market their own business. Is this making sense? This is what they are doing, right? So, how many businesses do you think you interacted with today? How many businesses? Maybe you interacted with someone via email. Maybe you Googled something. Maybe you went onto Facebook. Maybe you used Spotify. Maybe you did your banking. You used Uber, Takealot, Netflix. Think about how many did you interact with today. Can you see what a regular thing it is for all of us? It's not anything new anymore, right? You bought from online businesses all day long. You just never thought about it that way. Is this an aha moment for someone? So online business is not really some foreign concept. It's just a lot of people just don't realize that it's actually all around us. What did you buy? Let me know in the comments. Some already said to me. What did you buy online this month? Let me know in the comments there quickly. What did you buy? Cat food. Great. Shein, groceries, duvet covers, Timo, clothes, groceries, clothes. Lekker slaap accommodation, books, groceries, decor. Yeah, you bought some stuff, eh? And I mean, this is just the way, and even food, like Mr. D, food delivery, Debonair's. That's all online now. That's service, right? So everything else, there are only a handful of businesses, of business models, but everything else is actually just a version of one of them. So it's not really a foreign concept or as foreign as you thought it was, because it's all around us. And every business model that you see online is some type of version of what we just discussed. So what can an online business actually sell? Let's look at it. Well, an online business can sell like digital products. Okay, we're going to get into that now. It can sell coaching. You saw memberships now. Okay, services, affiliate partnerships, software, templates, communities, events, workshops. The list actually goes on. I just listed a few. Okay, but this is something that an online business can sell. So, what does a digital product look like? I gave you a few examples here. Like some of you are reading an ebook right now. So it's an ebook or maybe a checkbook, a checklist. Checkbook is so not, we don't even register what a checkbook is anymore because we only use a card or digital. It can be a planner, it can be a mini course, like everything is online. There's online schooling now, right? Canva templates, spreadsheets, social media templates, okay? A prompt library. And the best thing is that you don't even need to invent something revolutionary. You just need to be able to teach something to someone that you already know, that's maybe common to you, but it's not to them. Just think about it quickly. What do you know that you can put in a document that someone would purchase from you because you know it, they just don't? Like a very simple example. We had to get visas because we're planning to go overseas, okay? I had no idea how to get a visa. And I was so scared to Google because I was scared I was going to get scammed. And I wish that I knew someone that knows what to do. And I tell you now, I would have paid for that document if I know that I can trust you and you can just show me step by step on how exactly what I need to be able to get a visa. And a lot of people will pay for that. And it might be something that's not even a big thing for you. I actually spoke to my hairdresser and she was like that. Oh, she's worked in travel before. I should just come to her. I'm like, what? You can sell that knowledge. Okay. So, where do ideas come from? Let's look at that. It's knowledge. It's something that you already know. I hear it all the time that people say to me, but Lizelle, I'm not really skilled in any area. I don't really know, I don't think I can sell anything. You are underestimating yourself. You have knowledge and experience that other people are willing to pay for. You know how many people paid me just to show them how to do day and evening makeup? Let me know in the comments there. What's coming to your mind that you can sell? Something that comes naturally for you, but it doesn't come natural for someone else. Like teaching someone how to dress for me was something is so natural to me. And when some people ask me, Lizelle, can you just teach me how to do it? I'm like, what? Like teach you? Like, isn't this natural to you? This is how you can, this is knowledge that you can package. Okay. It's your experience. It's problems that you have solved before. And so I have people inside my community that went through very bad divorces and they never knew how to get to the other side. They didn't know how to navigate life after divorce. That's now have a digital product, a digital journey they take someone on because they've been through it. They've got the know-how, the experience, and the problem that they are solving is they're helping someone go through it easier. Okay? It's skills that you have. Maybe you have skills on a computer that you can teach someone that you never knew. Maybe you were a teacher before and you just know how to explain math to someone or whatever, how to plan and reach your goals, art craft lesson, exactly. And then when you have the skills and the experience, and it correlates with a passion that you like, something that you like doing, people are willing to pay for it. Because we all know just to make money for the sake of making money is not going to keep you in the game for long. Do you guys agree? Because no one wants to buy from someone that just wants to make money. It just is the way it is. But if you have a passion connected to it and you can be passionate about it and you can solve a problem for someone, people are willing to pay for it because people want to pay for shortcuts. Okay? They want to. So rather than me telling you, okay, I would love you to hear from someone who has been sitting exactly where many of you are today. Latasha, are you on? I'm going to ask her to share with you. Okay. Natasha.
Hi, Lizelle. Hi,
There we go.
everybody.
Oh, you look
Hi.
so pretty.
Thank you,
Okay.
thank
Thank
you.
you for coming to share.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I would love to share this. Before I started with DMS, I only knew one thing to do online, and that was to just market and resell digital programs. So that was what I did. I never thought of what is the next step. I just never could see a bigger picture. All I knew is just what's working online is a lot of people need to learn the skills. So that's all what I did. But when I joined DMS, and in the very first class that I sat with Lizelle, and she had a Canva workshop. And in that class, it felt like there was an explosion in my mind. All of a sudden, I couldn't stop thinking about all the different things that I could do And then I thought, if I can think of all of these things, imagine what the rest of us can do. Imagine what Alana could do. Imagine what Sanette could do. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is gold. So DMS honestly unlocked something amazing inside of me. And when I started going into the different avenues, because as I said, it was like a complete explosion. And I then realized that all I have to do is I have to find the gap. If I can see a gap in anything, in any industry, in any digital product, if I can see a gap and if I can find a solution, put a price tag on it, I will make money. So I started creating small tickets, low tickets. You know, a low ticket is anything under $100. And I started creating all these little tickets and I started selling them. And all of a sudden, I had all these income streams. And I was like, this is just DMS. DMS gave me the opportunity to have several income streams and not just only market a program. Now, when I cannot talk about DMS enough. I cannot. To me, it's a testimony. It changed my life radically because the amount of income streams that I have now and the quality of life that I have now, I would have never had if it wasn't for DMS. DMS pushed me to another level. And also what comes with DMS, except for all these amazing avenues of income that you can create for yourself, nobody has to do it. You will just see it's going to start popping up like this. Lizelle has the ability with her coaches inside also to pull you up. So every time when you feel like, I need something new, you just have to jump into a coaching call and boom, you're back. So everything about DMS has changed everything for me. I feel a lot of times like I'm in the middle of a washing machine because I'm all over the place, because I just cannot contain all the ideas that I get. This is any entrepreneur's dream. You will, if I can say it like this, you're going to suckle to focus on one thing. There's just too many options. I absolutely love DMS, and I hope to see all of you in there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Natasha. People are already asking what's DMS. I will share with you what that is. Okay. But what I want to ask you, Latasha, is I want you to share a little bit on, because you mentioned before you started, you were used to like just reselling other people's products.
Mm-hmm.
So, what was one of the things that, because you created your own products and you had your
Mm-hmm.
own first sales with it, what happened
Yeah.
internally when you could see, oh my goodness, like I made a product, and like what kept you from it? Because I know you had some fears, and then after selling your own product, what did that feel like?
Sure, that pulls on my heartstrings when I have to think about something that I created, because a lot of times we will feel like, who am I? I'm just Latasha, what value can I bring to the world? There's so many talented people and I'm just Latasha, And the first time I created something very small, I thought, oh my goodness, nobody's going to want this, but I'm just going to try it. And then somebody purchased it. I was like, oh my goodness, is this for real? And then I don't know if I can mention this, but when you also said to us, go and create something that doesn't even exist yet. And I did that. And before my program was even completed, I already earned 100,000 Rand from it. And I was like, me? And I learned these skills from Lizelle. I learned it from her leadership. I learned it through the program. I developed in so many ways. I grew in so many ways that I cannot help but I'm absolutely in love with what I have found in DMS. I'm forever changed. I don't even know if I'm answering you correctly now,
Thank you
Lizelle.
so much. Thank you so much. And you know what? It's because she put in the work. Okay, because I know you're on here. You're on this call for a reason. Let me know in the comments there, why are you on here? You probably want to make more money, right? You want to make money online because you've been seeing other people make money online. And maybe you've been thinking to yourself, what do I need to invent? What can I sell? You know, and this is what tonight is about. It's about just helping you think about the skills and the knowledge and the experience and the things that you already have, because you already have so much inside of you that the world needs, that can not only give you purpose, but it can actually give you profit as well. You know, it can give you the money as well. This is why I wanted her to share, because I know her journey of not believing in herself, not, like, she wanted to like get on a call with me before she created her own product, and I remember I didn't do it because I wanted her to push through, and she did, and she had the results to prove it. So I'm so proud of you, Latasha. So proud of you. Thank you so much for sharing. Okay. All right, so let's move on quickly. So let me just get to my picture here. So I'm telling you, after this call, your mind's going to race with a lot of ideas, and hopefully, my entire goal is that after this, you're going to feel so freaking inspired, and you're going to feel like there's something to look forward to, something that you are excited about in your life again, because that truly is my goal. Because I know when you see it, you are going to really love it. Okay, but here's the mistake beginners make, and I don't want you to make the same mistake. If you have been thinking about, okay, I would love to get started in the online space, what a lot of people ask is, what can I sell? And we've all been trained this way, mostly. Most of our life is like, what can I invent? What can I sell? But the question shouldn't be what you can sell. The question should be, what problem can I solve? Think about anybody that's successful online. They are solving a problem. And if you can solve a problem, like I explained with the Visum thing, people are willing to pay for it. I mean, why do you go to the doctor? Because he's gonna hopefully solve your problem for you. Why do you go to school? Why do you, because the problem is, if you don't go to school, you won't be able to get a decent education, which means you won't be able to create a decent life. Okay, and the list can go on. So my own journey started with being in the online spaces. I was a beauty therapist before, and before that, I used to work in corporate. Look, yeah, hard work. I've always been a hard worker. Who's my hard workers on here? Put me if you're a hard worker, okay? We know what grinding looks like. We know what that feels like, okay? So yeah, look at all the me. So hard work never scared me. And I mean, I was in my beauty salon, and I used to love what I do. Don't get me wrong. I really used to love it. It was just exhausting, because while I was at the beauty salon, and during school holidays, and this is why I put the picture up today, because it just reminded me again, I had to like make sure the kids were busy at home, keeping themselves busy while I was working all the time. I couldn't bake cake with them or do stuff with them, because if I didn't work, I didn't get paid. And I knew I needed to monetize the online space. I could see people were making money online. I discovered that there are ways to do it. I started researching a little bit about it, and I'm sure you did the same. And there were so many options already by then, and that was about 2.5 years ago. Do you guys think there's a lot of options online? Yes? No? And you're like, okay, which option, man? Like, what should I do? Which one's going to work for me? Yep, there's a lot of options. So I knew that there was, and all I need, look here, my why was very clear. I wanted to be at home with my kids. I didn't mind working. I just wanted a bit of both. I wanted to be in charge of my own time. This is why I wanted to be an entrepreneur, because I wanted to be in charge of my own time, and I wanted to make money, and I wanted to do what I want to do. If I want to be at home with my kids, I could do it. If I want to go on holiday, I could do it. But I could never do it on the salary that I was getting. So when I discovered the online space, I started with a business model that was mostly done for me, so that I could figure it out while I could earn some money. Okay. And I went from this to be able to create a life where my work doesn't revolve around, or my life doesn't revolve around my work anymore, but it's actually the other way around. So instead of my life was designed around my work, I could only, organize holiday or whatever, it all had to fit my work. Where now I have designed my life, my work around my life. So now I can go on holiday with my kids. I can spend time with them and I can work from home. I'm sitting here at my house in my office talking to you guys. And after I switch off here, I'm going to watch some Netflix, you know? So that's the beauty of this. I can choose when I want to work. And I don't know where you are in your life right now, but this is my passion. This is why I love teaching what I teach, because I know that you can create the life that you want. And your life can look different. Maybe you want to travel more. Maybe you just don't want to work for a boss. Maybe you want to sleep a little bit late in the morning. Maybe you want to go retire with a decent conscience, knowing you can look after yourself. You don't have to depend on anyone. Your goal might be a little bit different than mine. My goal was I wanted to work for myself and I wanted to earn good money in doing so. And that's what I was able to create. But I'd also love to not just hear my story. I want you to hear another mom's story, okay? And then we're going to get into what you want to know, okay? But I want to ask Zanel if she can come share now. Her story is a little bit different than mine, and we all are cut from different cloths in a sense, we all have different journeys. But I want Zanel to come and share her journey with you quickly. And the reason I'm asking them to share is not to is not for any other reason than to make you just realize you are more capable of what you thought you are. You are so much more capable, because 2.5 years ago, guys, I didn't see a way out of my situation. I did not know what to do. And this is why I show up, so that I can tell you what to do, so that you can have a clear path forward. And it's not just me, it's other people that do this as well. Zanelli.
Good evening, everybody. So I'm Zanel Straydom. I'm a mom of 2 little ones, and I'm a H2A wife. So my husband works away 9 months of the year, and I'm doing solo mom all on my own. And I was used to working hard. Like, that is the only thing I knew. Working 2 jobs to get through a month, trying to get through a month and to pay the bills. And as I'm sitting here, my little one is actually running up here. I want to talk now. And I didn't know what else to do to just be with them. No, wait. Yeah. Sorry, you guys. Mom life. And I started looking for ways how I can start earn online. But I didn't know what to launch. I didn't know what to buy. I didn't know where to go, or what are people actually selling that's making them money. And I was so afraid of losing money, or what people are going to think about me, and opinions when I show my face online. So when I started, I was so confused. And I started with a program, and somewhere along the line, I did make a lot of success. I felt like stuck. And then I saw DMS. And I knew inside of me that I never just want to sell just another course. I didn't want another course, because I always thought to myself, but what happens when that person stops with the course? What happens if that person dies? Lizelle, please don't die. But what happens then? What's going to happen to me? And I had no idea where to start. And since I've joined DMS, all of that changed, because I was starting to learn new skills. I was starting to learn how to train my mindset. There was people inside of me that was calling me higher, because they were already higher than me. They were already earning way more than I wanted to be earning, right? But it started with me by willing to learn new skills. And I didn't need to be perfect. I thought I needed to be perfect, and that I need to have it all figured out and some type of influencer. Oh boy, was I wrong. And I started with DMS and started with this. There's many people, and I'm very emotional today, because I'm going to share that now. But Lizelle pulled me high, and she said to me, Zanelli, it's time to move up. Your time is now. You have something that someone else needs. And I thought, like, who's going to listen to me? I had so much fear and so much self-doubt, and I just want to cry now, because 2 years ago, I could barely breathe end of the month. I didn't know how I will ever bring my husband back. I didn't know how I'll ever be a present mom with a 2-year-old and a 4-year-old. And today I could spend the whole week at a netball clinic and a rugby clinic with my kids. And it's a normal weekday, and I could be there, still have a business. And being all of this overworked mom, running my house, doing all the responsibilities, I've launched my own program inside of this because I've learned the skills with DMS that I never thought that the knowledge I've built up and I gathered together, that someone will see the value in me and say, Zanele, just go for it. And that was Lizelle for me. And she always believed in me much more than I did ever. And she saw things in me that I never did. I'm sorry I get so emotional because I never thought that I'm going to have a product of my own. And here I am. I just launched it. I had more than 8 sales in 1 hour. And I didn't think that would ever be possible for me. With doing that late night tears, doubting myself, praying to God, I just want to help someone. I just want to break them through the barrier they are on. I also launched my own community, and it's all just to help them reach their full potential, making their sales, getting in their leads, and actually seeing the same success that all of us are seeing inside here. So I just want to say to you, if you ever thought about creating something of your own, everything is already inside of you. God gave you a gift, but you need people to call you higher. You need the support system to be there for you. And you need someone that's already been the way you haven't been yet, to believe in you, to have that belief, that to say to you, you can do this, and I'm going to help you, and I'm going to show you the way. And that was Lizelle for me, and this whole community where we support, help, without asking anything in return, without wanting to gain something from someone. We truly help inside this community. And I didn't feel ready, but she said to me, I'm ready. So I did it. So thank you, Lizelle. I don't want to cry on this webinar, but I'm so close to this. But just thank you. And you're muted, by the way.
I'm just so proud of you. Thank you. And you guys are saying, you know, like DMS and Lizelle, and I want to say to you, it's really not me. It really is not me. As much as I want to take the credit, it's not. Okay? It's they caught the vision of what they wanted to create it in their life, and they went for it. Because here's the thing, I can't make someone do something. Have you ever tried to make someone do something? You may be still trying to change your husband. You might still be trying to change your wife, and you cannot do it. It's physically impossible. The person on the other end needs to take hands with you and say, yes, I'm going to go for it. Yes, I'm going to do it. Okay? So this is why it's all them, because they just went for it. Okay? So I'm so, and I wanted her to share, because how did that make you feel when you had your first sale on your own products, Anal?
I just started crying today. The only thing that went through my head, I have to share this with you. I had to share this with the one person that believed in me more than I ever did. And I just started crying because I never thought that the things I've started learning over 2 years, the knowledge, things I've paid for, things that I've implemented, it's going to turn out to be valuable for someone else. I didn't DMS gives you everything. So I didn't think, what am I going to do now?
What does it say about you? What is that word? What did it say about you? When you
I know that I'm worthy now. I know I have something valuable to give someone else, and I know I can show up with that purpose to impact someone else's life. And that was for me it, to impact, to let someone else know that she or he can do this, and I can help them. I can shape the curve. I can shorten the road for them, and that's all I want to do. I just truly wanted to help.
That's what I want you to hear, because we all need someone to believe in us, right? And now that she's done it, guess what she's going to do? She's gonna freaking light that fire for everybody else. She's gonna have such an amazing impact on other people's lives, because she stood up and she decided to believe in herself and did it. Now she's gonna impact. We can only have impact when we truly believe we can, right? And man, I'm so freaking proud of you. You are gonna have me in tears here. Okay, so let's move on. Thank you so much. I just want you guys to know, if there's anything you take away from tonight, you are so much more than you think. Okay, every business solves a problem. Every single business. When I was in the beauty industry, I solved problems. Okay, I helped people with their skincare so they have beautiful skin. I helped them make them pretty and all of that. Okay, I helped women feel alive and pretty. And so forth. Okay, a gym helps people get into shape, feeling better, being healthy. Every single business out there solves a problem. All right, and that's where you start. So where does DMS fit in all of this? Because you heard about DMS now, and DMS stands for Digital Magnetic System. Okay? Everything I've shown you thus far, those are skills. And the good news is the skills can be learned. None of us got born in, well, none of the women you heard on tonight just had it all together or won the lotto, okay? It's skills that you can learn. And inside DMS, we teach you how to build those skills. All right? We teach you digital marketing. We teach you content creation. We teach you email marketing, AI, business system, personal branding, sales, automation, digital products, community, coaching. Okay? We teach you all of these things. You're not joining to get another course. Let me be very, very clear. You're joining to learn how to build an online business. Okay, especially if you don't want to do it on your own. So I took a few screenshots from our community, and I just want to share a few of them. Zara says, DMS gave me far more than a business opportunity. It gave me the education, skills, and confidence I needed to build a business of my own. Before DMS, I never imagined I'd be recording videos, creating content, or putting myself out there online. It challenged me to step outside my comfort zone and helped me develop skills that I now use every day in my own business. It helped me to figure out exactly what I wanted to build and to create multiple income streams that aligned with the strengths and long-term vision. Today, I'm earning an income from the business that inspired and equipped me to build using my own skills. For me, DMS is the foundation that gave me the knowledge, systems, and confidence to create a business that is truly my own. Candice says, honestly, what I value most about DMS isn't even the training, it's the vibe, the support, the encouragement, the way everyone genuinely wants to see each other win. I love that this isn't just about learning strategies, it's about building belief in ourselves, because we need that, right? The mindset coaching has been just as valuable as the business training because it helps you become the kind of person who can actually build the life you want. When you are surrounded by people who believe in you, even before you fully believe in yourself, it changes everything. And then Nadia says, for me, it's definitely the coaching, the support, the community. As a single mom starting something completely new, there were so many moments where I doubted myself. Knowing I wasn't doing it alone made all the difference. I also love that DMS keeps improving. The training is practical, easy to follow, and gives you a clear roadmap instead of leaving you to figure out everything on your own. And then Nika says it teaches you to have self-confidence, to chase what you want. I would have never had the self-growth I've had so far if it wasn't for DMS. And the skills you learn is something you can only grow with. No one can take it away from you. I would recommend DMS not only because it helps you start your own business, but because you grow more as a person. And I think it's the last one. What I value most about DMS is the level of support and coaching in the community. I've been in more than one of these communities, and in the DMS community, I haven't seen one question asked that was left unanswered. The time, the love, and effort that is put into this community is insane in a very positive and good way. Okay? The DMS will take you from overwhelmed and confused to getting your momentum and feeling more focused and excited about your journey. Okay? And then obviously we've got a lot of people that I don't just always want to share the financial results, okay? Because but we do have an affiliate option. A lot of people, most people, they don't want to create something of their own. They want to start with something that already has a product. So there's an affiliate option with DMS. If you don't want to create your own product first and you first just want to earn some money while you are learning how to get good at your marketing, you don't have to create your own product. You can actually start with reselling DMS if that is what you want to do. Okay. There's a few people that created their own other products, like more digital, physical, digital books and things like that, which is amazing. And to top it all off and make it very sweet, the cherry on the cake is we've just been certified. We have an international certification, which makes the digital entrepreneurship online training course inside the DMS Pro an internationally recognized qualification. This is not a government qualification, but it's a qualification that recognizes this as a professional learning development course. Okay, which is amazing. So what does an online business actually do every day? Let's look at what you physically do. Why is it that some people say it only takes a couple of hours? Because the main thing you do is when you do have an amazing product, you only need to really create content for it. Okay. So what a typical day looks like is you get up in the morning, you probably have your coffee or your tea, and then you create content. Content we create using social media because this is where people are spending most of their time. This is where the buyers are. Okay, people are scrolling, and you can have an amazing product or service, but if they don't know about it, how are they going to buy from you? Okay, you help people, people will ask you questions, they will be interested, you follow up, you keep on learning, and then you keep on improving. That's basically what this is. Okay. So how do people find you? They find you through social media. You can choose which social media platform. You can start one from scratch. If you don't want to show your face, you can do that as well, right? So I want you just to imagine, instead of wondering, what would I sell? Imagine saying, I know exactly what I'm building. Would that make you feel more in control? Just let me know in the comments, yes or no. Would that be an amazing feeling if you knew exactly what you were building and what you were busy with? I'm sure, right? So what happens when you do join? When you join and you don't want to do this all on your own, you'll go through the first 7 days where we take you through it step by step. We don't overwhelm you. We've done a lot of research. We've been doing this for a long time. We release one video a day for the first 7 days. Because what we do is we help you to become that person that can build a successful online business. Instead of dumping a lot of information on you, we take you through it, and then we take you through it month by month. Okay, so now you probably want to know, how do I get started? Okay, so there are 3 options you can get started off with. Okay, so we've got DMS Pro. This is the cream of the crop. And when I say that, I just mean there's literally nothing else that you need. With all 3, you can start. There's nothing really that you need, but the Pro is for someone that wants a lot of support, someone that wants to grow with 5 and 6 figure earner coaches, someone that wants to scale and they want to start with proven multiple income streams. The access that you're getting are more. You get more access to the team, you get more access to all of us. So it's all about the support that you want, and if you're ready to immediately go fast and scale. Okay, the Pro is definitely. The Pro is also the one that you can get certified on. If you want to create your own products and you want the step-by-step and the tools and just the plug system on how to do that, the Pro is definitely what you need. Okay, then we've got the Starter. The Starter is for people that you're not really that interested in creating anything of your own right now. You just want to get started. You just want to start getting that momentum. You want someone to show you step by step what to do. You want the content and all of that. Starter is a great way to get going. And then we'll just launch the Launch Accelerator. The Launch Accelerator is getting you going, getting the momentum right. Okay, so the Launch Accelerator doesn't give you the content, because we do give you a lot of content that's already done for you, but it does come with a fully set up business because we do the setup part for you. You don't have to worry about setting everything up on your own. We do that. You pay a once-off $75 activation fee with this fee, just once off, because we buy your professional email, we buy your professional domain, and we host it. And we set up the entire thing for you because we don't want you to get lost in trying to set up your stuff. We want you to start getting momentum and getting results as quick as possible. And that's the quickest way we can set you up. Okay, so in the Pro, you get regular content on a monthly basis. On the Pro and the Starter, you get both the secret sales weapon. This is like having a bot, a coach in your pocket. The Launch Accelerator will give you everything that you need to get going, and you can upgrade at any time. All right, so the bonuses that you're all going to get if you start, okay, and you choose like, okay, Lizelle, let's get going, okay, is we're going to put you in a live onboarding call. So we are not dumping you into videos that you just watch on your own. We actually get you started the right way. We are live on a call. You get taken through exactly how this is going to work, what your next steps are going to be, where to focus on, where not to focus on. We also give you content, so you don't have to worry about, oh my goodness, what am I going to post? You don't have that. And we do have a complete system that we set up for you. Okay. And then obviously the secret sales weapon. This is the bot. She is, yeah, like anybody can use ChatGPT, but ChatGPT gives you generic content. What the sales bot does is she has been trained on a multi-6-figure strategy, teaching you exactly how to create your content. She writes your content for you, your emails, man, whatever, even your business plan. If you say to her, show me how can I make $5,000 this month. What do I need to do? She can work out that entire plan for you. So how you get started is you get back to the person that invited you here. Okay. Because many of the people in DMS have the affiliate option and they get a nice 90% affiliate commission when they refer someone. So if they invited you here, support them. Okay. One decision today could completely change the direction of your future. It has been proven over and over again. And I see many people that stay stuck. They just don't make that decision. Not making a decision is making a decision at the end of the day. Because we are in June. January is long and gone. And the truth of the matter is, in the next 6 months will go past, won't it? If you do nothing, 6 months will pass. If you do something, you'll be in a different place. The question is, where are you going to be? Are you going to still think about changing your life, building something, or are you going to be 6 months from now saying, I've already built it? This is amazing. Okay, so I'm going to open up. We've got 10 minutes. I'm going to open up for some questions because I know you probably have a lot of questions for me. Today, I just focused on the creation of your own products. Okay, so let me know in the comments there or just raise your hand if you have a question for me. Okay, now's the time to ask. Don't be shy. Okay, watch me. There we go, Karen. Watch me. 17 July next year. There we go. All right, so let me answer some questions. Can I sell Canva templates, Rihandra? Yes, absolutely. You can actually sell anything. With the DMS, you do get PLR products as a bonus. What that stands for is private label rights products. So if you don't want to resell DMS and you don't want to get started that way, you already have products that you can rebrand and resell as your own. That's what a private label right product is. So that's nice. If you do want, you can always bundle it, sell your Canva templates, give them a freebie product with it, and so forth. All right. How does tax work when earning in dollars? Just like any business, you have to declare your own income every year. So I'm not a tax accountant or I don't, that's not my area of expertise. But what I would suggest is once you start making at least $5,000 a month and so, I would register my business because you pay less tax and there's a lot of write-offs. Okay. You're so welcome. Can you give me an example of existing products? Did you miss that, So I gave a lot of example of ideas of products. You can do a membership. You can do digital products like PDFs, guides, planners, a course, a mini course. You can even sell videos. If you love gardening and you know what you should do in your garden and what you shouldn't do, imagine making a couple of videos of that and selling it to people that want to know how to do gardening and they don't want to go and pay someone to do their garden. Stuff like that. It's amazing. I'm telling you, when you get started, you heard what Latasha says. Your mind races because there's so many ideas. I already have products. How can I use DMS to help my business? Oh, what a good question. So here's the thing. You can have an amazing product and service, but you most probably struggle to sell it. Yes? You know how many people struggle to sell because they don't know how? Now, DMS gives you products, as a bonus to get you started, gives you resale rights, and it teaches you how to create your own product. But that's not really what the heart of DMS is. What the heart of DMS is the coaching around how you market yourself, how you build your own brand, how do you get that sold out there? Like there's so many people that think it's the product, but it's not. It's how you sell it, and this is how DMS help. It helps you market. That's why we call it a digital magnetic system. It's like a digital marketing system. We teach you how to sell it. Okay, whatever product it is that you have. Can a business like selling businesses use the DMS system? Can a business like selling businesses? I don't understand that question. I don't. Can a business like selling businesses use them DMS
I mean,
system?
I think she means as will DMS help an existing physical business with the skills and obviously and marketing and all of that. Will it help a physical business?
Yes, obviously, because every physical business needs to have an online presence now. You can get so many more leads. If I knew in my beauty business what I know today, I would have been able to create a lot of income streams in my beauty business back then. I just didn't know about it. This is why I've got such a passion to teach it. But anyone that buys into DMS, you get affiliate rights. So anyone can sell DMS. If you, like a lot of people, they start with DMS because they want to start learning how to build their own online business. They want to learn, have the ability to earn while they are learning. And then they just help other people to start as well. You know, I know this might be a question already asked or answered, but I realize you stress it that it is not a course. But does signing up for DMS include informational training material, or is it only on an ask a mentor basis? If that makes sense, like, is there material in the beginning to give you the basic information? Yes, there is. So there's step-by-step videos that teach you in depth. It teaches you, there's an entire course. When I say it's not a course, you're not just getting information. That's what I mean. You're not just downloading something and being left on your own. We coach you through it because we know the only way that you can get results is when you implement. You know, anyone can go to the gym and pay for the personal trainer and pay for the gym membership, but they don't need to show up. Only when they show up and implement, they'll get results, right? So we know that. We know information doesn't change anybody because you can Google information, you can YouTube information. There's so much information out there. That's not what gets people results. So there's information, yes, there's step-by-step videos, and that's why coaching is such a critical part of it, because we coach you through it. Okay, not a silly question at all. All right, what else? How do I get into, do I go back to the person who invited me here? Yes, Krishna. So someone invited you via email or WhatsApp or however you got onto this call. You just go back to that person and ask them for the link to join. Okay, and then come introduce yourself in our community. I mean, it's half of the year. Okay, if you want to change the rest of half of the year and you want to get the results and get in a better position, it's time to make that move. I can't help you make that move, but I can help you from where you are right now to getting to the life you want to create. If you let me, I can help you. I'll love to coach you on that. What else? Am I missing anything? Missing anything? Can DMS help a proper realtor, for example? Abso-freaking-lutely. Absolutely. Okay. You know how many people I know that have a physical business that I've just shown how to monetize online with the physical business. I'm going to tell you about someone. I've got a client, he's a plumber. Now, you can never think that how can a plumber make money online, because it's a physical job that he needs to do. He created a step-by-step video course on just teaching aspiring plumbers, people that want to start learning about plumbing, that don't want to go and do the educational learning. They want to learn from someone that's in practice doing it. He created that and he's selling that. Okay, so there's so many ways that you can do it. If you have a physical business, there's a way people that need to discover you. Okay, and I'm sure you don't want to talk to 100 people or 1,000 people a day explaining to them what to do. Automation can do that for you. You just need to bring them into a funnel. So they discover your video on social media, and the automation in the back end takes care of the rest. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I know automation didn't make sense to me in the beginning, but I hope it does make sense to you. Okay, can I make business out of something as simple as administration? Absolutely, Estelle. Anything where you can teach someone something that you know will benefit them, like a problem you want to solve. Like, there's another client of mine, you know what she teaches? She teaches people how to prepare for an interview to get decent jobs. That's all. It's all automated, and it's all online. It's because of the skill. She's been a recruiter most of her life. So there's so many ways. Okay. Let's see, you can start anything. Yep, absolutely anything. Okay, so we're going to jump off here. So all you do is get back to the person that invited you here. They are waiting to answer questions. If you have any questions, do it. And if you've been here more than once before, I want to ask you what's keeping you from starting. Okay, I know it's scary. Okay, I can't promise you results. I can't promise you're going to become rich overnight. But what I do know with everything inside of me is you're not going to do this alone. And if a normal person like me, who didn't even know what the digital space was and what people were selling online, if I can go from not knowing how to do it, struggling in my beauty salon, to becoming a multimillionaire in my country, like my first million in 6 months, $100,000 in my first 7 months, without knowing anything. I don't know why other people can't then. Like, seriously. And everyone that you're seeing on here, they're not special. They're not smarter. Most of them don't have degrees and fancy skills. They were just willing to learn and be consistent. That's it. I promise you. Don't let anyone tell you you need to be some fancy person or need some fancy phone, or don't let anyone tell you. Okay. When I started my online business, I used an old freaking laptop and I had an old phone. Only when I started money, I started investing in better phones. That's it. Okay, I'm just being real with you. There's nothing standing in your way unless you let it stand in your way. The choice is up to you. All right. All right, everybody. Have an awesome evening. Thank you so much for joining. Get back to the person. Do it. Get in. Let's start helping you build your product or your business, whichever one you want to start off with first. All right, everybody.